This is Irontrader, and this is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here and see what natural gas is doing and what crude is doing. And then we're going to look at the big ETF XLE for the big oil. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily chart. Now we can see that the breakout that we had on Friday is still holding up very, very nicely. Okay, so here's the top of the candle that we're looking for, 2.092. Friday, she broke out, the high of 2.16, and then today we are all the way up there to 2.24. Okay, so what we always do, like I tell you a zillion times here, always look to the left of the chart. That is going to be your resistance level. Okay, so your first one there, you look at the low, 2.35. We're just a little bit above that. Now your next resistance is going to be 2.276, and then your next resistance is going to be 2.294. Okay, very, very nice. And then we'll come over right to the bottom of this candle. Okay, you're looking at 2.31, and then right here, we're looking at 2.325. And then what do we have? Then we just look here to the left. What do we got? You have 2.38, and then this is what you're looking for right there as that gap fill at 2.42. Okay, there's your gap, there's your fill. Okay, now again, if we can rally up above that, here's your target at 2.47 if she keeps right on running up here. Now, again, we're starting to get outside these price channels here. We're out there twice, but that doesn't mean nothing because you can go one, see here, 2, 3, 4 times, but it wants to get back to that 8 SMA here, so always remember that, okay? So even though we look at, this is a perfect example, where we had a double top situation, came back, hung around that 8 SMA, then got away from it, and then went right back to it. Okay, so always remember that as that 8-day moves up here, that makes it this price go right on up here very, very nicely. But again, watch these key levels here. The next one is going to be, 2.27, 2.29, and then 2.31, 2.32. Okay, now there is the 8-day on the monthly chart, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. That's going to be very, very strong resistance there also. Now, you look at your RSI, looking good, 67, still got plenty of room to run. Your MACD, your green is over your red, looking very, very good and very, very bullish day. So what do we want to watch on the downside? Well, obviously here, this is what you want to watch, is Friday's high. Okay, so we have 2.16. You look at the close, okay, that's 2.15. And then what we'll do is we'll come right over here to the top of this candle at that 2.092. That's going to be very, very critical. Then right below it, you have 2.08, your 100-day. And then we can just follow the candles. We got is, you look at 2.05 here. Then we have your 2.01. And then we have this beautiful 8 SMA here sneaking up on us at 1.985. But as that 8-day rolls up here, that gives it very, very good support, okay? Just like we had here, okay? See, 8-day, even when it came down, what did it do? It held that 8 SMA, came down, held the 8 SMA. Until you lost it, then it's a real bitch. Because look at here, man. You see, look at that. It's tough. It is really tough. Same way here. But one that prices above that 8 SMA, looking very, very good. So, okay, so again, downside, just watch right there, 2.16, 2.15, okay? And then right there is your key, 2.09, and then we can follow 2.05, 2.01 here, and then we're looking for that 8 SMA if it comes down at 1.98. And again, obviously, if it's lost, you have your 21-day here at 1.85, and you have your 50-day. But now you can see how nicely that curling right on up here. 8-day above your 50, 21, very nice. 21 curling up, 50-day curling up. Natty Gash finally off the Oceanide, and seasonality is in play. Now I posted over the weekend pile of charts there for candlesticks and patterns. I also posted a seasonality chart there for natural gas. So take a look at it. It's right on my playlist. Just click it right on, and that way you can see where the seasonality here is going to run up here very, very nicely. Upside, watch the bottom of these candles right here, very nice. And then that gap fill, very, very cool. And then we have your 200-day at 2.47. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have old natty gas here. Okay, there you go. Now, look at the weekly chart here. You can see your 8-day moving very, very nice here compared to what it was right there, okay, down to 1.7 level. So she's rounded off very, very nice. If you can cross above that 21-day, that would push that price right up towards that 50-day very, very easily, okay? 2.48, looking very good. Downside you really want to hear by Friday is hold this. This is very, very key, that 2.09. That's very, very key. If not, you could come all the way down to that 8 simple moving average. But right now, we're looking very, very bullish. We have some really nice candle situation going here. So hopefully we can get a little bit more rise and get that 3-day going right there. What we have this week, looking very, very nice. MACD, looking very good. Green above your red. That shows bullish momentum to the upside. Here, RSI, plenty of room to run. But this is what I was going to show you here on the weekly or on a monthly chart, actually. Is this 8 simple moving average. Now, this is not going to be easy to get through here, okay? So that's 2.355. That is going to be a nice big resistance if this keeps right on running here. Okay, I showed you that on the daily chart where you had the 2.27, 2.29, 2.31, 2.32, and then this is going to be next right here is that 8 simple moving average. Is going to be very, very tough, okay? Just like we ran up here, just like right there, okay? This is a monthly basis here, so it can break above, and then there's like this candle, and then come all the way down. That's very simple and very easy too, but that's going to be strong resistance. So always put this on your back burner. If this keeps on running here, 2.35, that's going to be resistance. Now, RSI looking good. Now, your MACD has not crossed over, but again, this is only the 6th. You got plenty of time here on a monthly chart. Okay, let's take a look here on an hourly and a 4-hour. Okay, here we have your hourly chart. Now, this is here was that contract roll. It gapped up almost like a bullish flag, okay? Went right on up here nicely, and then it held. This is the key level. It held at 1.90. Where if you take that right across, that's what it held. Very, very nice. And then she just broke right on out there to the upside. So it just looks like it just wants to keep right on rolling here. Now, until you get a reversal candle, okay, you can stay long, okay? That's the key. Once you get that reversal candle, like we had like on the crude, then you know that, I got to get rid of some of this, okay? So this right now is bullish, and it just keeps right on moving up. If you come down, you can watch your 8 SMA here, and you can watch your 21-day. But even when it came down here, okay, it lost that 8-day. Yeah, but where did it go? See? Right into that 21-day. That's all why you want to trade the charts, okay? That's very key. Look at here. See how nicely it held that 21-day? Look at here, 21-day. If you lose that 8 SMA, always look to that 21-day next. That is going to be very, very key here on the upside, because even if you have that, it came right there, that's a buying opportunity. Once you get a candle like that and a breakout, boom, you go take it really nice and long. Okay, 4-hour chart here. Well, we're looking the same thing, but looking actually pretty good. When you look at this, we held that upper tier box. That's what we were looking for. And then here was that nice breakout candle, and that was up there very, very nicely. And then she just keeps on rolling. Now you're looking up to that 2.24. So the next level you want to look at is that 2.27 and then 2.29. And then you can just keep rallying up until you get to that 8 SMA on that monthly chart at 2.35. Okay, so this here looking very, very bullish. We never did fill that gap, but that doesn't mean nothing. Okay, so, gaps are meant to be filled, just not today. Okay, so right now she got off the schneid nice. We broke out of this nice trading range, and now she's rallying up here. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, again, this is not uncommon. Okay, we had that rally up here because of that Middle East kind of a war situation going on. But once that settles all on out, then she usually comes, she'll come right on down, because a lot of times it's, buy the new, buy the rumor or sell the news kind of a situation. So always got to remember that. But I also pointed out here, see this head? There's your left shoulder, there's your right shoulder, and it's playing out very nice. Head and shoulders pattern, and came all the way on down here. Okay, now today, what do we have? Well, today we have what they call an inside day. Okay, so your high and your low are inside the high and low of the previous day. That's all that means. Okay, so let's take a look here at the upside first. So we rallied up here. We went into that 79.09. So if we look at this candle here, this was an indecision candle, and you look at the closing, it was 79.06. So just look right up here at the C. Okay, so what do we have? It's 79.06. We went to 79.09. See, so always what you want to do is watch the high, the low, and the closing of the candles, okay? Because that's all going to be support and resistance. And we went there, and it went up there, 3 cents above it, okay? Now, again, if we can get above that, then we want to do is look to the top of this candle, 79.63, and then we come to the top here at 79.90, and then 80.14. Above that, we have this 8 SMA here, right here at 80.83. But what I don't like about this is, see, you cross that 21, you cross that 50-day. This price has got to get above that. If it doesn't, this is what you get right here. Okay, so here's another perfect example. See where it rallied up here and where to close. Rallied up, where to close. Rallied up off the bottom, where to close. Close, close. See that 8-day, how strong that is? So if this does any rallying here, okay, then that 8-day is going to become very, very key. But also you have to watch is if this 8-day comes down and crosses over that 200-day, then you can have this downtrending pattern just like what you got here. Okay, until you get that price above that 8-day, you got yourself a trading range. Okay, so here's what you want to watch. You want to watch these key levels. Okay, so what we have here is you got 78.30. That's a good on your 21-day. But where did we go? Right into this 78.96. Okay, so basically your high today was 79.09. So you're right there. You went just a little bit above it, but right now you're caught like a ping pong between your 21-day and your 50-day. So you obviously you want to watch that, but you also want to watch last week's low, 77.96. Very, very crucial level besides the 50-day and the 21-day and this 100-day here sitting at 78.03. Okay, so some of that 78.03 is lost. Then we just come right here. Okay. Right to the left of the chart. What do we have? 77.57. You have 77.34. And then what we have here is you got 76.79. And then we just keep ratcheting down. What do we get? Okay, so you have 75.84. We come all the way down here, 75.52. And then we have your 75.24, your 200 SMA, which is strong. Even though we come down here, you broke through it, it doesn't matter. Look at how you closed. Okay, you closed above this whole 200-day. These are all weeks. These are not days. These are weeks. Okay, so this is very, very strong if we start losing these key levels. If you start losing that 21-day and you start losing that 100-day and we start losing that Friday's low at that 77.96, then we just follow the candles down and then we look for the big target at 75.24. Always look to the left because where the price has been, that's usually where she's going to go. Okay. Now, this 8-day is going to be very, very critical as it's rolling over. It got to cross that 200-day. That's never very good. So right now, today, we have an inside day. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of interest going on here as far as the price-wise. Okay. So just kind of a slow and movement. So again, just watch that key level of Friday, that 77.96. And then today's high. Okay, Friday's high, next day's high, and then all the way get to your 80.14. So right now you got a trading range between your Hondo and your 200. Okay, so we got to see how it all shakes out. However, if you look at this, okay, high, lower high, lower high. Not good, but so far we're holding that key level. Okay, let's take a look at the big oil ETF, XLE. Okay, XLE, this is how I trade the big oil because you can do Exxon and Chevron, and this has all that in there. Exxon, Chevron, Schlumberger, ConocoPhillips, you name it, it's in here. Okay, plus this pays, I think, a 3.1% dividend on this on the here. Okay, so if you're holding it, you're still going to be getting a little cash on the way back. But this is always a good way. Okay, say Exxon doesn't do something or Chevron or something like this. It doesn't matter. This is a nice basket of everything. It's not going to tear you right apart. That's the key. Okay, so what I always do is I buy it here after the first of the year. Okay, so here was January. You always buy it here when it comes right down here when nobody wants it. Okay, but as an oil trader that eventually, okay, the big oil companies and oil is going to go long into the seasonality, which is going to be Memorial Day and 4th of July and hurricane season, all that. That's going to go along. So you just buy this and then I just hold this. Now, look how nice that was holding that 8 SMA here. Now, when it went sideways like this, okay, and you can see once this is like a tail. It just went and then when we have this topping tail candle, okay, that tells me I got to get out. So I lessened my position by half. Okay, so I sold half my position. And now what I do is I'm still holding half because what it is holding this key 50 SMA here. Now I can see how we gapped right on up here today. You're holding that, but where do we go? Right into that 8 SMA. Okay, so let's look at the upside first. We need to close above 94.20. That's key. If you get right above that, you have 95.27. Okay, so watch that key level, 94.20, and then right above it is 95.27. If we can get above all that, then we just follow the candles. Okay, you got 96.17. what do we have? You got 96.60, and then we'll come right up here to the top of this candle, which was 96.92. Okay, and then we can start go right to the left, 98.47, and then you can come all the way up here to your 98.97. Now, when this price comes up here and leaves, this is why I always use price channels, okay, because that's where it topped and then it comes down. You always want to look at that all the way to the left there. And you can see how that price channel comes across. That now becomes resistance before you hit the big boy, okay? So that's what you always want to look at. Just like it becomes support, and it comes resistance here now, okay? So again, what you want to watch on the upside is this 8 simple moving average. Very, very key, 94.20, okay? And then we want to watch 95.27. We get above that, we follow the candles up, but there's your first big target is that 98.47 and then 98.97. You break out above that, well, obviously you're going to go to 100 very, very easily, okay? Now, downside right here, this 50-day is going to be very, very crucial, okay? So you're sitting right there at 92.74. And then what we can do here, we come to the bottom of this candle right there, okay? So you're looking at 92.12. And then we can come down here to your 91.31 here, your big retest, okay? Then what you can do, you have a gap here, okay? If that loses it, so you look at the low, that's 89.72. You're gonna look at the top of this candle, that's 89.32, okay? So right there, okay, 72, 32, there's your gap and there's your fill. Those are always target there for your support levels, just like it was on natural gas, that 2.168. That was your target, and then once you blow through, then she goes to the next level. This happens to go to the next level on the downside until you can come all the way down here to the 87 level, okay? So weekly chart, same thing, 94.81. That's going to be very, very key. That's right in the middle here of these two. That's going to be very, very key. If you can close above, then you can just follow the candles all the way on up here until you get to your big target at 98.97. And then what you always have to see if it gets back up there, what is it going to do when it gets there? Is it going to break out and go to over 100? Or, okay, or is it going to hit there and then come right on down and make a double top situation? So that's what you got to be very, very careful of. RSI here, look like he's going right back up here nicely. Your MACD is still bearish. Your green is below your red. That's really never good because it's waiting on what's going to happen at that 21-day. If you can get that to roll back up here again, then we can have a nice, good run up just like we have here. But again, seasonality is in play. So, keep your eye on it. Now, remember, XLE, this is all the big oil companies, pays a 3.1% dividend. I am long all the way from this area like I do every year for, I don't know, a couple decades. Always buy oil, always buy gasoline after the first of the year. Buy it, hold it, because it's going to go up right into that hurricane season. Okay, that's what I got for you. A little natty gas, a little crude, and a little XLE. Now, I'll be back here after the pit close here at 2:30, and we'll go a little more in depth on crude oil and natty gas. Okay, thanks for watching.